And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Here's a huge swing by Cozart and a drive to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Into the box now, Justin Bour. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Three runs already home here. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled off. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Piscotty is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum. It's now 3-0. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
The 1-0. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Fletcher backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7-hole. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Now at the plate, Ramon Laureano. First pitch coming. Here it is. Trying to check his swing there, but did he go around? He did, says Kenny Jansen at first. Strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Nope, that's foul.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. And he pops it up. Bour in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Skied into very shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it, and that retires the side. A's are gone in order. Still down 3-0. Kevin Smith will be next.
Leading off for the Angels.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike one.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Smith is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Braves. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand jab.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Digging in, David Fletcher. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it. And that's the third out. Angels go down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Here's Chris Davis now.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. A ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And I'm locking in today on defensive extraordinaire David Fletcher. This is a guy that can beat you on the defensive side. He's got great hands, quick feet, great reaction time, loves turning the double play. They love having him out there.
Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
So a runner on second with one down now. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Pinder is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
0-1 the count. And he fouls this one off. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
First offering on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Behind 0-2 now. Keuchel into his motion. 0-2 on its way. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. Therefore it is Profar and now at the plate, Josh Phegley. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to the right, but foul. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I know you're standing on the mound, you got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate, he has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Ripped down the first base line, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a 2-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does this smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
A ball and no strikes. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Popped him up. Profar is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Kevin Smith, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that in. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Chapman looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chad Pinder. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Piscotty at second. Chapman at first. 2 out in the inning. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Cozart is there. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple, and it remains. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out at the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
And it's fouled away.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. So stepping in, David Fletcher. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a ball 1-0. Fletcher stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Hit to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and standing in one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Keuchel into his motion. First pitch on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2 out, nobody on. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back, the center fielder just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. Shot toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Jurickson Profar is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. Now the 1-0. And this will be fouled away. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 or 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a pop-up now. Cozart is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. No hits to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Simmons throw to Bohr. They get the double play, and the inning is over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found its rhythm in this one. Swing and a chopper down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Turned on down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Zach Cozart will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the...
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Justin Bohr. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Pinder is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Angels are gone in order as they hold on to a 4-1. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Hey, after starting the game 0-for-2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Stepping into the box, Stephen Piscotty. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And the throw in gets away from him. And the ball's back in quickly, so it'll be second and third now with nobody out.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
In now, Chris Davis. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. A play at the plate, and he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Sliced hard on the ground. Fielded by Kozar. And there's out number 2. So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and up next the power-hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. First pitch of the at-bat. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 2 hits. In now, Kevin Smith. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Swing and a liner. Foul. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pinder coasts under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping up now, Cole Calhoun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here. That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Ready with another 2-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
That's inside.
Line drive to center field. Laureano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Stepping into the box, Chad Pinder. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ball 1 to start the at bat. Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Jurickson Profar. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Begley. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through for a base hit. His second of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Now here comes the Angels skipper on his way to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Noah Ramirez takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Marcus Semien will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. 1 run scores. He pulls into second safely as 2 score on the play, and we are all tied up.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions, and from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well. And he's safe.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Duval. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Luis Garcia takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Popped him up. Cozart is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Trout. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 8th inning coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Angels 4. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrelton Simmons. His prior history in this matchup, he's just 2 for 9. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Ball.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-1 home. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Tommy La Stella. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1 the count. Four runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. At the plate, Mike Trout. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Liam Hendricks is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. The 1-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Angels go down 1-2-3. Score remains steady at 6-4. Ready once again, Chad Pinder. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Into the box, Jurickson Profar, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Trout giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Standing in, Josh Begley. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. A's go quiet. Here's Justin Upton now. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart. Lifted in the air to right field. Piscotty's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And the big left-handed hitting first baseman Justin Bour will bat next. He's set. Now the pitch. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to Bour. Blake Trinan answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3. Upton stands at first with 1 out. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Kevin Smith. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Trinan, a right-hander going 6'5". He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. The tag gets one. Now at the plate, Cole Calhoun. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Two and 2 the count to Cole Calhoun. Angels down to their last strike. So a full count now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
6-4 the outcome today. The A's jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Andrew Triggs claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now,